All right, everybody. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope you guys are doing well and survived the weekend. If you went out to the casino, I hope you hit it big. If not, try again next time, right? Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far. It is Monday, and that is the start of the week. That means we are doing our Q&A like we always do. So we take all the comments from our live streams, from our videos that we posted, all that kind of fun stuff, and then we select a couple and talk about them today. Try to get you guys a little bit more educated, especially on the comments that we think are probably worth mentioning to everybody. So, Dave, where are you at? You looking good back there?
I gotta say, I'm struggling right now. I am in Arkansas. I'm in Hot Springs. So this is also if you are around the Hot Springs area, I will be at Oak Lawn tonight, Monday night,
Ooh,
probably around 7 8 p.m. ish, and then also on Wednesday night, hopefully for the live, I'll be there.
that
So
would
if
be
you're
cool.
around, you want
That
to
would be cool.
check me out and say hello, come over to Oak Lawn Park. But yeah, I'm,
I think
I'm
I,
having a
I
tough
want to
time
be
right
I
now.
want to be in your chair right now, and then you can come here and play top dollar. How's that? We'll just
Okay,
swap.
so it might seem nice, but this is still the South, and it's a super humid right now. So
Yeah,
I'm trying not to sweat completely. It's crazy,
we'll make this
but it is
quick
a
then.
great view. I'm at my parents' house, not my house.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And we've got some Wi-Fi issues going in and out, so hopefully the quality is not too bad. But let's go ahead and jump in. Dave, I'll take the first one.
Go
Um,
for it.
I found this is with our Neptunes Gold video that we posted a while back. It says I've found that with Neptunes Gold, you have your most consistent success when max betting $20 on 10 cents, $50 on 25 cents, and $100 on 50 cents. You need a war chest though, because there will be ups and downs. If you can stick through the downs, it's normally worth it once the machine goes up and payouts get crazy. So I thought this was a good reminder for everybody that you should never like bet higher. And we've heard this a lot, especially after that Neptune's Gold video came out. People are like, "Oh, you got to play at least 10 cents on that." No, you don't.
No, you don't.
It really makes no difference. It's still the game of bingo. And yes, you do have swings up and down, but you have those on all slot machines. It's just the way they work. And you certainly shouldn't start betting outside of your comfort zone thinking that there's some kind of magic formula or you have to ride through the losses in order to wait for the paying cycle. I'm using those in quotes. There just isn't no such thing like that in a slot machine or in a bingo style machine. They also play the same, very similar to class three machines. So please stay at your comfort level. Don't go outside of that because you think there's some increased chance. And so, although I appreciate the advice of this comment, it's not something I'm going to do. I'm good with where I normally play, and I'm not a huge fan of that game anyway. But if I do go play it again, I'm not going to bump it up to $100 a spin. That's for sure. All right, Dave.
I mean, when I played, which is the exact similar game, which is the Silver Spur Shootout, whatever Silver
Right.
Shootout, I was playing $3 bets and I was doing just fine.
Yeah.
There was no
Yep.
difference. It doesn't make any difference just to multiply your bet. However, I did go from a 5 cent $3 bets to 10 cent $3 bets. So the same
Yeah.
thing, it just changed the denomination.
Right.
Exact same. There's no difference in it all.
Right.
Just stay
Makes
with where you're
sense.
comfortable at.
There
Don't
you
don't
go.
get
There
outside your
you
comfort zone.
go.
Stay in your
No.
comfort zone.
Amen.
All right,
All
I've
right,
got
Dave.
one here. So this is from Titus Mom. You mentioned the average sweet spot for casinos is 90%. What areas are usually the best for gamblers to win at? Indian casinos, Vegas, Atlantic City, Midwest, East Coast, particular states? Play where you feel comfortable. Play wherever you feel that you are welcomed, you're appreciated, you like the amenities, you like the games. Really don't get caught up on the percentage payback because, as Mark's proven before, you can have a low payback percentage and a high value payback percentage and still win just fine. So really don't try to focus on what the payback percentage is for a casino. Especially don't go looking up the odds or sorry, looking up the results of the return to player of past months or past quarters, trying to make a correlation. That's just historical data. If you want to like try to figure that out and say, oh look, this casino is at 95% and that one's at 75%, I would play at the 95% one in that case. But if you only have one casino near you, that's the best payback percentage of the casino around. I have seen great play from both Vegas and from tribal casinos. I've seen great play from Louisiana casinos. So I don't really go into what the payback percentage is at each casino. I try to play the games that I know give me the best chance of winning.
Very smart. Very smart. Thank you, Dave.
No problem.
Let's see.
Go back to enjoy my beer.
Usually, there you go. Okay, this one's in all caps, so he's definitely serious. Usually, the
Serious.
machine lets me win. Then it goes into take the money Mac mode and takes all my money, and it stays with that. All right, so this is kind of almost a reference to the first question I read. And this is the whole cycles thing where people feel like slot machines go on the take and then they go on the give, right? And then you just have to catch it when it's on the give. This is probably one of the biggest misconceptions about how slot machines work. We hear from all over the place. So even the slot influencers out there are saying this, that you have to feel the hot and cold cycles and make sure you land it on the hot cycle. You cannot predict what the future outcomes of a slot machine. And believe it or not, there is so much that goes into making sure that the random number generator that is running on these machines ensures that nobody can predict what the next spin is going to be. And so there is no such thing as a programmable hot and cold cycle. Will it appear that way sometimes? Yes, it will, but that just happens with randomness. Okay. We use the flipping of the quarter example all the time. Okay. What if you flip 7 heads in a row? Is it possible? Sure, it is. You could probably do it every 20 or so times that you flip a coin, you might get 7 heads. Does that mean it's a hot quarter? We talked about that last week. No, it doesn't. And so that's just randomness at play. You will see streaks of hot and coldness, but you should never, and I mean never, base your decisions to keep playing a machine based off of past performance. You will get into the danger zone there, and we don't want to see you do that. So, again, don't look for the hot cycles and cold cycles and then decide what you need to do. Treat each individual spin separately and focus more on your budget, when to get up, starting and stopping points, that kind of stuff. All right, Dave, back to you.
And that also plays right into our method of cashing out.
Right,
So this is more of what I'm hearing is I was doing great and then I lost it all because I didn't cash out. So
right,
remember,
right.
when you're up,
It's the
take the
machine's
money.
fault. The
Put
machine
the money.
was on the take mode. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. You were on the greedy mode. Yeah,
That's right. There you
we've
go.
all been
I
there.
love it.
But if you take the money out, go cash it out, and then start with your original money, you automatically got winnings in your pocket. Try that one
There
next
you
time.
go. I love that. You're on the greedy mode.
Hey, yeah. So this is from Stephen Reith. You might have covered this before, but as I am new to the channel, I might have missed it. Why do some casinos allow smoking? Seems that there are more non-smokers than smokers. It's really annoying when a smoker sits down next to you and starts puffing away. I know this keeps non-smokers out of the casino, while smokers could always go outside for their habit. So, as a non-smoker, I see where you're coming from in that there are more non-smokers than smokers. However, this plays into sort of a classic thing of there are a lot of smokers in this world. They're not just in the USA, but also in other countries. Smoking is still heavily prominent in most of Asia, in a lot of Europe. So there's a lot of smoking that
Right.
still goes on. Um, the other sort of, I guess you'd say maybe, I don't know, I don't want to say dirty side, but maybe sort of the manipulative side of allowing smokers into casinos is because habits or addiction follows addiction.
There
So
you
someone
go.
who's addicted to nicotine is also very susceptible to being addicted to gambling. So these things always go hand in hand. Now we're starting to see a lot more non-smoking sections and non-smoking casinos. Foxwoods, Mohegan, both non-smoking. Those are massive properties. Park MGM in Las Vegas, non-smoking property. We're seeing more non-smoking. Choctaw's new non-smoking area is massive. So you're starting to see that shift, but it is going to take time because there are a lot of people who do still smoke, and they smoke and gamble. So that'd be why you see that.
Yeah, that's perfectly said. I never did consider that before, Dave, but that makes perfect sense. I mean, that's why there's free alcohol too.
That's
All
why
of
there's
those
free alcohol.
things.
Exactly. People make bad
Feeding
decisions.
off each other on the addictions, right?
Yep, that's
Yeah,
very true. They study psychology way more than anyone else does about what makes players keep playing, and they're
yeah.
good at it.
Oh yeah, they're better than anybody you can imagine, right?
Yep.
There's probably somebody on staff that works with the casino manager and says, here's how you need to lay out your floor, and here's the, the carpet color you need to pick, and here's where the smoking areas need to be. Like, there's a lot that goes into this stuff. It's not just, vomiting slot machines all over the casino floor.
I wish that person was me. I really want that job.
I know, right?
I still want that
It'd be
job.
fun. Hey,
it would be a blast.
Whenever we make it, Dave, we're going to open our own casino, and we'll design it the way we want to do it. How's that?
And we're going to say, we're not going to tell you what the payback percentage is, but it's going to be low.
Right. Sarcasm, guys. Before you light up the comment. All right. This next one was on our video where we did the $100 challenge method, whatever, with Lucky Ginger. We had a great time. And this person posted this, and I just wanted to kind of comment on it. So, you guys and gal are good people, but this was a snooze fest. Newsflash.
What?
People don't gamble to extend their time playing. The point is to win something worthwhile. Okay, so you got a point there about wanting to win something worthwhile. But our position is that if you do extend the time that you gamble, it increases your chances of getting something worthwhile, okay? If you go in and you play a high volatility game at a high denomination and you're only able to commit to 10 spins, that is decreasing your risk of getting something memorable or, an outstanding win. But if you're able to stretch that into 100 spins or 200 spins, you're increasing your chances of those one-of-a-kind hits to come along. And that's the way we like to play. It's all about extending your time. So number one, you're not focused on making money. You should never be focused on making money inside of a casino. That should never be your first focus. If it happens, awesome. Get out the door. But that should not be your focus. It should always be on entertainment, sticking within your rules and your budgets. And every now and then you will pop that winner. It has to happen at some point. And so the reason we do our method the way we did, all three of us lost, right? Okay. But some were close. Lucky Ginger was only $8 off of her starting. Dave, you were $9 off. I was way further than that.
Right.
I was definitely the loser. But the thing is that we played for like 30 minutes. We didn't consider it a snooze fest. I understand sometimes watching those, it may be a little boring because we're betting low and that kind of thing and, feeding in the bills. But it's about extending your playtime and having fun with friends and then making a competition out of it. So I have to disagree. Yeah, it was so much fun. And I have to disagree that everybody is just there to make money and try to get that big win. They are, but they need help in figuring out how to do that. And extending your play is the answer. It really is. Back to you, Dan.
And I think more people who go to the casino in order to have fun and entertainment, then when you get those wins, it's even better because, for one, you weren't stressing out trying to get to it. You hit it, and you're like, it's a better win when you're not stressing on trying to hit that win or extending yourself too far to get that win.
You've earned it. You've earned your commitment to playing within your budget and all that, and it makes it that much more exciting, right? Very good.
Absolutely does. Okay, this is from Ronda Crawford. She's always great. Okay, I'm going to try not to crack up while I do this.
I'll crack up before you even start talking. How's that?
Okay, ready? Here we go. You two are funny to watch. How, Rhonda? How are we funny? Funny like a clown?
Funny like
we're here to amuse you?
Do I make you laugh?
Couldn't help myself, Rhonda. I just had to go Goodfellas on that.
Yep.
Enjoy your efforts to make us smarter, but see that we are all the same. Truly, you prove that gambling with a true friend is helpful. Love the educational part, and just so you aware, notifications rarely work for me, so heads up are truly appreciated. Rhonda, we appreciate your comment so much. We really do try to make this fun and entertaining for everybody. We really want everyone to succeed, and we really want everyone to enjoy gambling and not be stressed by it, and make it part of a thing of where you budget it accordingly. And just like going to Disney, just like going to the movies, that's your entertainment budget. And when it's gone, you leave. And so we hope you have fun and keep watching. Hopefully those notifications get working for you.
Yeah, YouTube's terrible with that. I mean, I've got notification bells turned on half a dozen channels, and half of the time I get them, the other half I don't. It's just kind of a global. Yep. So it's not just you. A lot of people are having problems with notifications on YouTube. So, but thank you so much. Really do appreciate you watching. All right, last one for me. All the slot machines are designed to do is to rob us, no matter how good you talk about them. He's right. Okay, slot machines are not meant to always give you wins. Okay, it's called gambling for a reason, guys. It's a risk reward proposition. Okay, and slot machines are certainly designed on the house favor. All of them are. The only time it's not is a very select few video poker games may be higher than 100% back to the casino. But all slot machines pay out less than 100% to the players and some percentage back to the casino. This is by design. We're not hiding any of that. Okay, that is how they work. But the thing is that you can capitalize on the fact that that's a very long-term number, right? If that was true every time that you sat down in the slot machine and it was set to 95% that you would lose $5 every single time you played $100, nobody would ever play a slot machine because it is a losing proposition. But the thing is that it's over a very long period of time. 10 million pulls of that game. That's a long time. And so you can get lucky and catch one of those wins that pays well above that 100%. And that's the way slot machines work. So are they in favor of the casino? Absolutely they are. But you can, like I said, capitalize on just the short-term successes if you're very smart about, you know, maintaining your budget and setting those the stop and starting points of, when you sit down in a slot machine to play it. If you do that, you might get lucky and catch that win just at the right point and walk away a winner. It can certainly happen. It happens to many people. Again, if it never happened, nobody would ever play slot machines, ever. Okay, and the casino would go out of business. So just try to keep that in mind. Yes, they're designed in the casino favor, but you can still win on them. And hopefully you're following our tips to make it a little bit easier on you. So, all right, Dave, kick it
Remember that
away.
casino that paid out everyone and no one ever lost? No one does because that casino never was built. It was
That's
never
right,
a
and
thing.
never will be either.
Yeah. So this is from my "What's in Dave's Bag" video, but it's completely off topic for that video. Random for the questions and comments. I picked it because it was for questions and comments. I recently got my first larger hand pay, a little over 5K. Kept it in cash, then had the issue of carrying it around. I'm curious how people solve a solution of carry around money. For me, it was easy enough to get an envelope and make a trip to the car. Could you drop it at the cage or ask them to hold it or just ask an attendant for a voucher? I have not come across this discussion and what to do and would like to know what to do when I have a jackpot and carry
Yeah,
around money on the
great
casino floor.
question. Beautiful question. Yeah.
Great question. So, yes, you can get a payout in a voucher. I do not recommend this. I recommend the most, if you don't feel comfortable carrying the cash around, asking for a check. Just say, can I get a check, please? You would also, in some cases, can actually go to the casino cage and ask them to issue a check if you don't feel comfortable. Going and put it in your car, just be careful. Look around, make sure no one saw you going that way. Especially don't walk alone. Make sure you look around, be aware of your surroundings. Always take taxes out. That's my personal opinion on that, and it's real important if you get a good size hand pay, take those taxes out so that you're not stuck with a tax bill at the end of the year. But yes, you can ask for a check, absolutely. Now, they won't always issue a check if it's a lower amount. If it's just for $1,200, they're probably not going to issue a check. But for $5,000, they will absolutely issue you a check and just ask for one. They're more than happy to get one printed. This also keeps you from spending that so quickly because it's not cash and not a voucher that you can just put right back in.
Yeah, very good. And just a couple more things to add to that, Dave, is use the security desk. Okay, if you're at your
Yep.
machine and you have a lot of money on you and you need to get to your hotel room or your car, push the call attendant button, and when they come by, just say, "Hey, I'd like a security escort." I have not seen a casino yet that will not honor that request.
Yep.
Okay,
They will
they're
absolutely.
there for your protection. They will escort you all the way up to your hotel room or whatever. So be sure to use that if you need to. Very handy. And the other thing I want to mention is some of the larger casinos, you can actually wire money to the casino cage before you even get there. Okay. Now, it depends on the casino, of course, and most of the time they don't have fees, especially if you have a player's card already there. You can request, basically treat them as a bank account, and then you go up to the cashier's desk and say, I want to withdraw 500 of my marker, so to speak. So you can look into that option too. But yeah, I think Dave is right. Be aware of your surroundings. If you're going to have cash on you like that, Make sure nobody's following you, that they don't. You just need to be aware of your surroundings in the casino at all times. We're always like that. We see somebody staring at us, we get up and move and make sure that they don't follow us. It's something everybody should be doing. So,
Absolutely.
good question. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for our Monday Q&A. Dave's about to take his shirt off and dive off of that balcony
It's
there.
getting warm.
Right. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Don't forget our live show on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. We hope to see you there. We don't have a topic yet, but we will certainly put it in our placeholder when we get that all figured out tomorrow. And tomorrow's video is going to be our second visit to Las Vegas outside of the Strip casino hotels. You guys had an overwhelmingly positive experience from watching our last one at South Point. This one's going to be even better, so stay tuned for that. And Dave, hope you have a great week, man. Can't wait to see you tonight live. Hope it makes it work out.
I'm going to love it being here, and hopefully I'll have some good content from Oak Lawn as well.
Sounds good. Guys, as always, gamble smart.
Gamble safe.
We'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.